All right, so I'm back with an auction win. Now, as I'm doing this video, I just picked up 2 more wins on the last auction, and those will be here probably about 2 weeks. One of them I've been off and on. I've won it, I think 2023. I was at Baltimore Comic Con and came across a really nice copy. It's a 3D book, but it did not have glasses in it. And from what I've seen, the book is from like the 50s. It doesn't go for a whole lot, so there are affordable copies out there. So I just waited, and there's some times I've bid on them. Didn't get them because I wasn't going to go as high as some people were going on them. And sure enough, I'm on the auction. Lost a couple of auctions, and that came up, and actually got it for a great price, below fair market value. So that'll be showing up soon. And then the next night, I won another book off my list, and it's another book that was on my list back in 2024. And then I tried for it again in 2025 and stayed on my list for 2026. So it's another one knocked off of the list. And it's probably the 3rd most expensive book on my list for 2026. All right. So this one here, I kind of I jumped the gun on it because I didn't really understand I guess the wording of this issue, and probably wouldn't have bought it had I done a little bit of research on it before I pulled the trigger. But I'm not like mad. It wasn't expensive. It's a fun book and it falls into what I'm collecting currently. So not terribly mad at it. Just the grade's a little lower than what I normally would get, but considering what I thought it was, the grade actually wasn't bad, and the price definitely wasn't bad either way. This is Superman number 130 from July of 1959. It's a 5/5. Otto Binder and Robert Bernstein stories, Wayne Boring and Al Plastino art, Kurt Swan and Stan Kay cover art. This is a Supergirl cameo for her first appearance outside of Action Comics, and then a Superboy flashback and Krypto appearance. Now, the way I read it was this was the 2nd appearance of Krypto, which I thought was a great book to have because the first appearance is so freaking high for a low grade copy. But from what I understand, it's the 2nd appearance of Krypto with Superman, not Superboy. And the way Heritage worded it, it's not their fault. I didn't read it, but they worded it, and then I kind of like pulled the trigger on it quick because it was it came up. Yeah, I was watching the auction. I took my eye away from it. Next thing I know, get a little ding message, and it popped up. But Supergirl cameo, first appearance outside Action Comics, not bad. 1959. It's not a horrible shape for a 5.5. And if it is like for 2nd appearance of Superman, that's cool too. But this is the book. It's a great, fun Superman cover. Great colors on it. Like I said, it goes into what I'm collecting currently. So I'm getting a lot of these Superman, Adventure, and Superboy comics from the 50s. I've actually thought about maybe going after that whole run from like 1950 to 1959. I probably wouldn't go after them in high grade. I'd probably go like 6s and higher. Some are going to be, 4.5s and 5.5s. I'm still kind of debating whether I want to do that or not, or just try and cherry pick through the decade and pick like my favorites, or maybe get the keys first and then go back and pick up other books, but just the problem. It's you get into one thing and then you see something you like, and the next thing you know, that collector mentality hits, and now you have to have the whole thing. Um, but it's not a bad, bad comic. I think I paid like, what did I pay for it? Like $100. The invoice is here somewhere. Yeah, $160. So it's a nice little wall piece. Put it up on the wall eventually. But and that's the back cover, in case anybody wants to see it. Wilson Chemical Company. Good old Wilson Chemical. All right, so that's it for this one. I have a big one. I've already unboxed it. So I had to make sure everything's good. And I'll have the story on that next. Thanks.